Hello friends, welcome back. This is the fifth lecture on worm gears. In this lecture, we will deal with strength rating of worm gears, wear rating of worm gears, and thermal consideration in worm gear drive. Strength rating of worm gears. The worm gears are usually designed according to national and international codes. Remember this. Worm gears are usually designed according to national and international codes. There are two basic equations, beam strength and wear strength equations. First of all, we will deal with the beam strength. The maximum permissible torque that the worm wheel can withstand without bending failure is given by following two values. Here, everyone observe the screen carefully. The following two values of permissible torque is given. MT1 and MT2. MT1 is equal to 17.64 XB1 SB1 MLR D2 cos gamma. Second expression for permissible torque MT2 is equal to 17.65 XB2 SB2 MLR D2 cos gamma, where MT1 MT2 permissible torque on the worm wheel in Newton millimeter, XB1 XB2 speed factor for strength. Remember this, XB1 XB2 speed factor for strength of worm and worm wheel. SB1 SB2 bending stress factor of worm and worm wheel. M module in millimeter. LR small l suffix small r. LR length of root of worm wheel teeth in millimeter. D2 pitch circle diameter of worm wheel in millimeter. Gamma lead angle of worm. The bending stress factor SB for the various material given in following table, that is based on a material which is used for material used for the worm and worm wheel. The power transmission capacity based on a beam strength is given by kilowatt is equal to 2 pi. Here everyone knows the relation for power. Kilowatt is equal to 2 pi n m suffix t divided by 60 into 10 to the power 6, where mt is the lower value between mt1 and mt2. Okay, now remember that first of all here we find out the permissible torque by using two relations mt1 and mt2, and the lower value we have to substitute in the relation of power transmitting capacity, and then we get the power transmission capacity based on a beam strength. Now everyone observe the table. In that table the values of bending stress factor is given. Material and SB bending stress factor. Phosphorus bronze centrifugal cast SB7, phosphorus bronze sand cast and chilled 6.40, phosphorus bronze sand cast 5, 0.5% carbon steel normalized 40 C8, 14.10, 0.55% carbon steel normalized 55 C8, 17.60 case hardened carbon steel 10 C4 and 14 C6 28.20, case hardened alloy steel 33.11, and the last nickel chromium steel, the value of SB is 35.22. This is about the strength rating of worm gears. Wear rating. Next, wear rating of worm gears. The maximum permissible torque that the worm wheel can withstand without pitting failure is given by the lower of the following two values. Okay, again for everyone observe the screen carefully. On the screen there are two values for permissible torque for wear strength rating or wear rating of the worm wheel, and that is denoted by letter MT3 and MT4. MT3 is equal to 18.64 XC1 SC1 YZ D2 raised to 1.8 into module. Second relation for permissible torque MT4 is equal to 18.64 XC2 SC2 YZ D2 raised to 1.8 into module, where MT3 MT4 permissible torque on the worm wheel in Newton millimeter. XC1 XC2 speed factors for the wear of worm and worm wheel. See, XC1 and XC2 speed factor for the wear of the worm and worm wheel. SC1 SC2 surface stress factors of the worm and worm wheel. And last one, YZ is equal to zone factor, and here we know the values of, we know the the term D2 and M. D2 is the pitch circle diameter of worm wheel in millimeter, and M is the module. The values of surface stress factor S suffix C for various material, that is tabulated below. Everyone observe this table carefully, and in that table the values of a surface stress factor for worm and worm wheel is given. The values of worm gear zone factor that is again tabulated in this table, which is shown on the screen. The speed factor S suffix C for wear strength or for the wear depend upon the rotational speed and the rubbing speed Vs. Now observe this table. In that table, the values of zone factor means capital Y suffix Z that is given, and that Y suffix Z is based on a number of starts and diameter, number of starts on a worm and diameter quotient. This is about the wear rating of worm gears. Okay, in strength rating we have to discuss the two relations of torque MT1 and MT2, and the lower value we have to taken to get the power transmission capacity based on a strength rating. Similarly, in wear rating we discuss the two relation for permissible torque, and using this two relation we get the value of a permissible torque, and the lower value again we have to use in a relation of a power transmission, and we get the power transmission based on a VA rating. Same equation is used here for obtaining the power transmission. Kilowatt is equal to 2 pi n m suffix t divided by 60 into 10 to the power 6. Okay, now mt, the value of permissible torque, which is lower between MT3 and MT4. Next thing is very important when we designing the worm gear drive: thermal consideration. Now everyone knows about that. Here the large amount of heat is generated in worm gear drive, and it is necessary to dissipate this heat from gear to lubricating oil to housing wall, and housing wall to the surrounding. And that thing is known to you, heat generation, that is equal to the heat dissipation. Okay, now let me start. Thermal consideration: the efficiency of worm gear drive is low and work done by friction is converted into heat. This thing is known to you. When worm gear operates continuously, considerable amount of heat is generated. Now this rate of generation is given by Hg, H suffix small g is equal to 1001 minus efficiency into kilowatt. Consider equation A, where H suffix g rate of heat generation in watt, efficiency of worm gears in fraction, kilowatt power transmitted by gears. Now when that heat is generated, it is necessary to dissipate from gear to surrounding. Okay, how to dissipate this heat from gear to surrounding? That generated heat is first of all is provided to the lubricating oil, or it is transmitted to the lubricating oil. From the lubricating oil, that heat is carried by the housing wall, and from housing wall that heat is dissipated to the surrounding gear when the atmospheric come in contact with that gearbox or the casing of gearbox or walls of the gearbox. The heat is dissipated through the lubricating oil to the housing wall and finally to the surrounding air. The rate of heat dissipated by the housing walls to the surrounding air is given by H suffix D is equal to K into inside the bracket T minus TO bracket complete into A. Consider equation B. Okay, this is the equation B. HD is equal to K into inside the bracket T minus TO bracket complete into capital A, where H suffix D is equal to the rate of heat dissipation in watt. K, small k is equal to overall heat transfer coefficient of housing walls, that is in watt per meter square degree Celsius. Small t, temperature of the lubricating oil. Remember that. Small t, temperature of the lubricating oil. See, temperature of the lubricating oil in degree Celsius. T suffix O, T suffix small o, that is temperature of the surrounding air in degree Celsius. Capital A, effective surface area of housing in meter square. Now here we have to observe equation A and B. Now this thing is knowing to you, heat generation that is equal to the heat dissipation. That's why here we equate equation A and B. After equating equation A and B, we get the relation 1000 into inside the bracket 1 minus efficiency bracket complete into kilowatt is equal to K into inside the bracket T minus TO bracket complete into capital A. The above equation is written in following two ways. Kilowatt means power transmission based on thermal consideration. Kilowatt is equal to K into inside the bracket T minus TO into bracket complete into capital A whole divided by 1000 into inside the bracket 1 minus efficiency bracket complete. This is the equation 1. And again written in another way. Everyone observe the screen carefully. T is the temperature of lubricating oil. Here using this expression we again obtain the first equation 1 we obtain the power transmission based on thermal consideration, and equation 2 we obtain the temperature of lubricating oil. T is equal to TO plus 1000 into inside the bracket 1 minus efficiency bracket complete kilowatt divided by K into A. Consider equation 2. Equation 1 gives the power transmitting capacity based on a thermal considerations. See, equation 1, remember this, equation 1 gives the power transmitting capacity based on a thermal consideration. Equation 2 gives the resultant temperature of the lubricating oil for the given power transmitting capacity. The overall heat transfer coefficient under the heat transfer coefficient that is small k, the overall heat transfer coefficient under the normal working condition with natural air circulation is 12 to 18 watt per meter square degree Celsius. This value can be further increased by providing a fan on the worm shaft and arranging the fins horizontally along the stream of air. In such cases, the value of the overall heat transfer coefficient can be taken as 20 to 28 watt per meter square degree Celsius. It has been observed that the maximum permissible temperature for commonly used lubricating oil is 95 degrees Celsius. Remember this. The maximum permissible temperature for commonly used lubricating oil is 95 degrees Celsius. Thank you very much.